Hey, Jalen, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We'll get started here with John Clark and then Chris Franklin.
Hey, Jalen. First of all, quick question. Have you ever had such a quick turnaround for a game, this Thursday night game?
It's a first. In college we always played on Saturdays. And I think last year we played the Giants. So having a little experience with it last year, for sure is helpful now. But also having Joe Flacco and Gardner and the coaches we have here, they've all been so helpful as we prepare for Thursday. So
Some of the guys have said their bodies don't get back to kind of normal till Thursday during a normal game week. You took some hits in the game. How's your body feeling, and how much of a challenge is it maybe to not have the physical work and it's more mental this week?
I'll be ready to go. Um, I'll be ready to go.
Go ahead, Chris, and then Zach Berman.
Hey, Jalen, when you look at the film and you look at the Buccaneers secondary, what type of stuff have you seen so far, and what type of challenges do they bring as when it comes to the defense as a whole?
I think they're great, very aggressive defense. They play fast, fly to the ball. A great front seven, linebackers, great DBs, a great safety. So another great challenge for us as an offense that we're ready to attack.
We'll go to Zach and then Ed Kratz.
Hey, Jalen, first off, what's the significance of the shirt you're wearing? And then also, when you face a defense that blitzes, what's the key for a quarterback?
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. It's actually a foundation, a friend of mine, a brother of mine, Chance Sylvie, former DB at Oklahoma. Um, a foundation he created to, continue to serve and uplift the community. And he calls it One Mindset, and it's something that he's preached constantly throughout college. As you experience things in life, you're gonna have to persevere through hard times. And he's always been about changing the community, helping those around him, and just being a man of service and uplifting people around him. So at least I can do is support him in this endeavor. So just a little shout out to him and the foundation.
And as far as the blitzing, when a defense blitzes or emphasizes blitzing, what's the approach from the quarterback's perspective?
I think in any time, you want to know where your answers are. Want to be able to play fast, and just be responsive to the things that you're seeing. But in the day, you want to know where your answers are. Like I said, just play fast and execute. Same things.
Ed and then Martin Frank.
Yeah, hey, Jalen. You didn't use your legs too much in Carolina, at least through the first, three quarters. Was that a game plan thing, or was that something that you were reading through the RPO stuff? And then, secondly, against this Tampa Bay defense, they're very good against the run. They have been for 3 years. What have you seen that makes them so good, would you say?
Well, like I said earlier, we're playing against a really good team, a really good defense. The guys they have up front, how disruptive they can be. They're really great players. The linebackers they have flying to the ball. Then in the back end, great players in the back end to keep everything cleaned up. So and we just have to execute our assignments, do our jobs, and prepare to attack a really good football team and defense in the Buccaneers.
And then as far as not using your legs too much in Carolina until later in the game, was that a game plan thing, or just kind of your reads that you saw throughout the game?
It just kind of unfolded that way, I'd say. It just kind of unfolded that way.
Go ahead, Martin, and then John Kamal.
Hey, Jalen, you guys are obviously going against a quarterback who's almost like twice your age. I was just wondering, like, if you have like any early memories of Tom Brady, if you've ever patterned any part of your game against him, and if you think it's still kind of amazing that he's still playing as well as he is at, the age of 44. Thanks.
Can you repeat that question again? I couldn't hear you a little bit.
So yeah, I was wondering, you're obviously going against a quarterback in Tom Brady who's like almost twice your age. I was just wondering, what it's like going against him, if you have like an early childhood memory of watching him, if you've ever patterned your game after him, that type of thing.
Yeah, he's obviously been in the league for a very long time. done a lot of great things. So obviously a lot of respect for him.
Go ahead, John, and then Bo Wolf.
Hey, Jalen. Todd Bowles has been one of the better defensive coordinators in this league. I'm curious now that you've gotten a number of games under your belt over the past couple years now. Are you aware of the opposing defensive coordinators? Is that something you focus on? Have you noticed how guys play you a little bit differently? And what is Nick and Shane? What do they tell you about coordinators like Todd Bowles?
You know, some people go out there and play different than what they're accustomed to, make arrangements and changes, and some don't. You know, I think regardless of the opposition and what they do, it comes down to us doing our job. And I believe that, and I'll continue to say that. You know, it's about us executing to the highest level. You know, and you know, playing ball the way we know we can play ball, and putting it all together. It's about us doing that.
Go ahead, Bo, and then Ed.
Hey, Jalen, we didn't ask you about the Superman gesture that you did on that touchdown after the game. Was that an intentional nod to Cam Newton?
I guess it's however you want to take it. I did it in college, so it was my first rushing touchdown. Maybe I ran in like that, but I was mindful of it. Being in Carolina and obviously Cam Newton and the things that he's done there. So.
Did you hear from him by chance after the game?
I didn't. I didn't.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that celebration, but so I'll ask you this, Jalen. This is your second nationally televised game this season. The first one didn't go so well. Does that make you want to go out and do better, you know, in front of the nation than what you showed in Dallas?
It's the next opportunity, and I'm grateful for it, and I'm looking forward to it. The next opportunity being this week, the next game. We just want to go out there and win, regardless of, you know, 1 million people watching or one person watching, you know, nobody watching. We just want to go out there and win the game.
Are there any other questions for Jalen? No. All right. Thanks for the time, Jalen.
Thank you.